Joanne Fileggi from Fox 29.
Hi, Joanne.
What was the most pivotal moment in your history with the Phillies?
Oh, geez. Okay.
We're going to start with the easy ones.
Pivotal
Chase.
moment.
Pivotal. It doesn't have to be a World Series, but
Yeah.
a pivotal moment.
I mean, obviously, the pivotal moment. Honestly, probably for me personally, it was probably when Placido Polanco was traded, and it gave me some runway to play on a daily basis. That gave me an opportunity to play. So that, to me, was a pivotal moment.
Next question, Jim Salisbury, all the way over.
Hi, Jim.
There.
Good to see you, buddy.
So tonight there was a rain delay. Do you find that
Yeah, great.
fitting and
It was perfect.
symbolic with the World
I mean, as you know, I was totally comfortable just pacing around here before I needed to give my speech. So yeah, it was perfect. I remember a lot of rain delays over the years, but that one was special.
You remember one in October of 08?
I do remember that one. I do. That was an interesting one, wasn't it? A couple days.
Next question. Yes.
Chase, Pat talked about how much video you watched before games. Why did you do it? What were you looking for? How important was that?
You know, I wanted to be as prepared as I possibly could. And I felt like the more video I watched, the more information that I could gather, the better suited I was to compete on a nightly basis. There's some days that it didn't really tell much, but there were plenty of days that I felt like I benefited greatly from the preparation that I put in, and also some of my teammates as well. So nowadays, the game's changed a bit. There's a lot of people watching video nowadays. Back then, it wasn't quite the same. But at the end of the day, I wanted to be prepared as possible.
Thanks, Matt. We'll go right here to the front.
Hey, Chase. I usually ask a lot of the major league players this, but it may be the Grand Slam, it may not. But when was the moment that you said to yourself, okay, I'm a big leaguer, I can do this, I'm going to be a good player?
I mean, I felt like I was a pretty good player when I was still in AAA. Having a cup of coffee here and there and having a little bit of success obviously boosts your confidence. But again, probably not until I got a full runway to play on a daily basis when I felt fully confident that I was going to stay in the major leagues.
If you could pass that microphone right to the gentleman in front of you, actually, right in front. There we go. Thank you.
Thanks. What was that like for you tonight? Watching you in the dugout, it seemed like you were taking everything in. You've seen a number of these when you played here. Now that you experienced it firsthand, what was tonight like for you?
Yeah, it was surreal. It's hard to prepare yourself for that type of moment. Obviously, like you said, I've witnessed a lot of guys go through it, and it seems easy when you're sitting in the stands or sitting in a chair, but when it's actually all the attention is on you. As some of you may know, I don't really love that attention, so it makes you feel uncomfortable. But listen, having Pat introduce me, Pat was obviously a tremendous friend to me and still is. And I thought he did a fantastic job. I know he was nervous, but this whole night has been extremely special.
And if I could follow up real quick, it's been about a decade since you played here, a handful of years or so since your major league career came to a close. Has it hit home with you just how popular you are in this town and how much this town adores you?
And I adore this town. I mean, we had such amazing moments over the years, and we created so many memories together. Obviously, winning the World Series, #1, but other than that, we had so many great times together. And I appreciate their support. They supported me essentially from day one. I definitely had to earn their respect, and I felt like I did a pretty good job at that. So, yeah, I'm as much obsessed with the fans as they seem to be with me.
Get the microphone to Matt Gelb over there on the wall.
Hi, Chase. Is that the longest speech you've ever given?
By far. Yeah, by far. Well, how long was it? It was way too long?
More than 10
It
minutes?
was supposed to be like 7, sorry. Yeah, but it was, you could try to take it all in. There's so much you want to say, right? And you can't touch on every single aspect of it. I wanted to touch on people that really made an impact on my career, and obviously recognizing my family who's been there the whole time, and the fans as well. So, yeah, by far the longest speech I've ever given.
And how much have you paid attention to the actual Hall of Fame voting? Has that been on your mind do you
Yeah.
think that you have a shot?
Yeah, you can't not pay attention to it once you're in the conversation. Obviously, I'm honored that I'm part of that conversation. I had a great time here. I had some incredible teammates that definitely made me a better player, and I love that I'm part of the conversation. And I guess we'll have to see what happens.
Jason, right there.
Hi, Chase.
Hey,
Congrats.
Jason. Thank you.
I was actually just going to ask about that. Does a night like tonight make Cooperstown seem more attainable? And when you think about your emotions tonight, can you imagine your emotions then?
Yeah, I'm not sure you can really fully grasp being in the Hall of Fame. That is something that I would imagine a majority of young kids, young players, that's not what their goal is. Their goal is to get to the majors. So it's hard to fully understand what that moment would feel like. Tonight was incredible, doing it in front of the incredible fans that supported me over the years, and with a bunch of my teammates and friends and family in town, coaches. That was a special moment for me. I didn't really answer your question, sorry.
Jason, if you can pass the microphone to Tim right in front of you there. Thank you.
Hey, Chase, since you stopped playing, no one's worn your number, same with Ryan and Jimmy. Are you hopeful one day that 26 will be retired by the Phillies?
That's honestly something I haven't thought about. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for this organization. And John Middleton's an incredible owner, extremely supportive, and as you guys know, a huge fan of this sport and this city. And if no one wears my number anytime soon, I'm fine with it. But if somebody wants my number, good luck.
Mike, you had your hand up earlier. McGarry, you good? Okay. Yeah, right there. Thank you.
Chase, there's a new second baseman in town just this week in Luis Arias. Do you have any advice for him settling into Philadelphia now?
I mean, it doesn't really seem like he needs much advice. He's started off on a bang. Listen, he's a good hitter. I've watched him over the years, and he's kind of an old school type hitter. You don't see that type of hitter anymore. He's this generation's like Tony Gwynn, if you will. Puts the ball in play, kind of hit every pitch. You know he's going to put a great at bat together, and you know he's going to put the ball in play. And the more often you do that, the better chance you have for success. So I like the acquisition. I like the player. He has some energy, he has some fire, and I hope the Phillies fans see that.
Next question. Over to Destiny, please.
Chase, were there times in your career where you really stopped and really appreciated your time in Philadelphia and what you accomplished, or were you kind of just focused the entire
Yeah, Destiny,
time?
honestly, no, I did not stop and reflect on it during my career, but I've had plenty of time now since I've stopped playing to reflect on how this was such an amazing time, not only for me, but my family and the team, the coaches, everyone within this organization. It was an incredible time to be a Philadelphia Philly. So yes, I have reflected since retiring, but in the moment, no, I had my blinders on for sure.
Any other questions for Chase?
Yes, one more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I saw your boys there at the game.
Yes, they're right over here. If you want to interview them, they'd love to give you an interview.
Do they play ball? Do they play baseball? And are they as good as you?
So I have a basketball player and a soccer player. It's still kind of a baseball player, but I think soccer and basketball is ruling our household, and I'm totally fine with that.
Right up front.
Chase, when people talk about your career, they love to say things like, you played the game the right way, you're such a heads-up player. Can you define what that means as best you can, the right way or a heads-up guy?
Going back to the question earlier, I wanted to feel prepared, right? And I wanted to take advantage of any little mistake. And in order to do that, you have to put yourself in those positions. So from a running hard standpoint, you can't assume a single is only going to be a single. So you run until the ball stops you, and that was what I was taught at a young age, and I was able to kind of keep that going at this level. And at this level, there's obviously less mistakes, but once in a while there is a mistake, and if you're ready for it, you can capitalize on it. And I think that's obviously great in that moment for your team, but also for the momentum and the camaraderie of your team, that can kind of pick guys up a bit.
We have time for one more question. We'll go right to the front. We'll get you the microphone.
No more Jim. You got another Jim. Hey, no more questions? I thought you had no more for you.
I'm good. I did
Okay.
Chase, you obviously know how passionate this fan base is. You know, good times and the bad. How special was that during your career?
So special. I feel so fortunate and lucky to be drafted by this organization in the particular time that I was. I mean, I touched on it a little bit out there, and the coaches that had an impact on me at such a young age, and obviously the teammates that I had. And they didn't just magically appear. Somebody, Ed Wade, Mike Arbuckle, a host of characters put this crew together, and it's remarkable that we were able to stay together for as long as we did and have the success that we did. So I think a lot of that success started a long time ago within this organization, and it was a special moment, special time.
Chase, again, congratulations.
Scotty, thank you.
Wonderful night, and thank you all for being with us here.